If you will, just kind of bear with me through this. I've never made a video before, so it's my first take at it. So if it's a little rough, that's why. I actually don't have a camera. I'm filming this on my iPhone 8. But I've been watching lots of tool tours on YouTube, and you guys have kind of inspired me to maybe do one of my own. Just to tell you a little bit about myself, I'm a 23-year-old maintenance supervisor. Or lead, if you will, I guess. I work at Nature's Alpine. We are a liquid fertilizer, agricultural cannabis fertilizer company. Well, I'm just gonna jump right in this. Basically, I do all types of work. I do facilities maintenance, equipment maintenance. I upkeep all our pumps. I install all our motors. I do lights, I change toilet seats, I plunge toilets, we run conduit, we pull wire, you name it, we do it. First I'm going to show you guys, these are my two kind of totes. This one is just set up, general servicing, just a little bit of everything, and I'll just jump right in it. Right here I have some Milwaukee screwdriver set. They're kind of just around the perimeter. And here I have my two Carlisle 15/16 ratcheting wrenches. I have two of the 15/16 because most everything around here is 3-inch pipe, and every bolt for this 3-inch pipe is going to be a 15/16. So it is by far my most common used wrench. Really like these Carlisle ratcheting wrenches. I don't know if you guys are familiar, but Carlisle partnered with Napa. They almost have like their own little flank drive plus, but really happy with the quality for the money. I think this wrench is about $15, and where I work, the fertilizer is extremely corrosive and hard on tools, and I've had this for a few months. It's held up great. These assorted ratchet wrenches here, these are all gear wrench. I've had this set, all SAE, pretty much everything in the plant's SAE. Had this here set for 3 or 4 years going on, and it's worked great for me. Let's see, here I have two adjustable wrenches, crescent wrenches, that are also double as drift pins. We do a lot of alignments and installations, and just a lot of that. Some 3/8 Milwaukee impact sockets, use those every day. My Blue Point 3/8 mechanic set, use this every day. Great little set. If you guys see me skip over something, it's because it's not mine. Like all the DeWalt tools, they're the companies, they're not mine. Same with the US General toolbox, not mine. As you will soon see, I'm a pretty big Milwaukee fanboy when it comes to power tools. This here is my electrical tote. Yeah, I just have various screwdrivers. This is a Klein 10-in-1 nut driver. Great tool. Eliminate 10 nut drivers out of your bag, you know. It's kind of hard to beat. All my wrenches in this are just Craftsman. And I have my just a smaller, even yet electrical tote. I have two Klein 10-in-1s, Milwaukee insulated screwdrivers, strippers, crimpers, etc. Well, let's get to it. This is my box. It's a 72-inch Homac Pro Series. Got it from Napa. I love this box. It was about $1,800, I believe, retail. I got it on sale. It was close to, I want to say I got it as cheap as $1,300. So it was a great deal. I'm going to start out with the things that are on top of my box here, and we'll just kind of go from there. This is a Blue Point 1/2-inch 3/8. I believe it's 87-piece Torx and Hex Master bit set. Great set. Some of them are broke right now, some are out for warranty. But my Snap-on guy is a great guy. Shout out Mount Franklin, always takes care of me. some snap-on T-handles. I have a Yellow Jacket hydraulic expander kit for tubing. And I have a Carlisle, just a metric 1/2 inch socket set. I don't really use it that much. I think I got it on sale. It's a good deal. Over here I have some electrical fittings, quick connects, crimps, different things. I have some tape measures. I have a Wilton mallet, and I have my different grinding and cut off wheels, etc. If we jump over to this side, I have my 2 little oil cans. I keep automatic transmission fluid in this. If you guys didn't know, that works great as penetrating oil. And then I get this at our local motor store, and this is great oil. I love this stuff. Oh, that's just, here's my weld helmets, my speed glass. That's a Jackson safety mounted on a hard hat. Great helmet. 1/2 inch Blue Point socket set. Or I guess general service set, really. It goes up to 24, yep, 24 in metric and 1 1/4 in standard. Comes with a 12-inch extension, or 10-inch extension ratchet. Back here we have a breaker bar, a 3-inch extension, 6-inch extension, and a universal joint. On top of that, and below that, I have my 1/2 inch SK impact set. These are great sockets. Lost my 1 1/4 deep, and of course it's probably my most common used one, but as you will see, I got another set. But love these sockets. I've probably had these since I was 18 years old. I mean, as soon as I graduated high school, I think I bought these with my graduation money, and great sockets. Same set, but metric. None of those are missing, thank goodness. I have my Miller respirator over there, and then the thicker Venom nitro gloves, and then the standard Venom nitro gloves. Have my M12 Milwaukee grease gun. My just shop rags, towels, paper towels. I got some 9mm Harbor Freight gloves. My Carlisle 850 amp jump starter. Love that thing. Over here I just keep all my different fluids, anti-seize, degreasers, brake clean, things like that. Well, without further ado, let's jump right into the good stuff. This is my first drawer, which is mostly my sockets. Here in the back, I have a set of snap-on 1/4 inch drive metrics. Nice sockets. Here in the back, man, I just have a little bit of an assortment of everything. These swivels, those are SK Lane. I believe these are Proto, yep, the hexes are Proto. All these 12 points, this 12 point, these shallows, and then all these 12 points here, these spark plug sockets, these are all Mac. This here is a Matco ADV set, 3/4 through 5/16. Absolutely love these sockets. 3/8 impact, I love them. This is a Craftsman set. It goes 5/16 up to 13/16. The back there, I just have, these are assorted, just Carlisle. These are Carlisle here. This is a 12-point snap-on set, and then that's a standard. And then I have the same set here in metric, 12-point shallow. And then also have it at metric 12-point, SAE 12-point. And then I have a couple 6-point sockets here. These are all, I believe, SK. Alright, then for my triple squares, these are gear wrench, my Torx gear wrench, hex or gear wrench, hex, gear wrench. My impact swivels, these are all snap-ons. All my Allens here, these are all snap-on as well. The elusive 10 mil. Yeah, these are all snap-on, 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 snap-on. These big boys are Pro Toe. This 1/4" impact set, the deep and standards, those are both Sunex. These flip sockets are Sunex. These impact hex there and here, these are both Carlisle. This 1/2" impact SAE set, this is snap-on. In the back I have some snap-on 3/8 swivels, standard metric impact, deep well impact up to 1" impact, deep well up to 24 metric, and then impact deep well 1/2" up to a 1 1/4. This here is a 3/8 Matco. That's a ADV set again. These are great sockets. These are probably my favorite sockets. It seems like from what I watched, no one else really seems to agree, but I have the Flank Drive Plus. This here's a 3/8 snap-on impact set. Man, I really like those Matcos. I don't know what it is about them. I got them used on eBay, but boy, I like them. This is all 3/8 snap-on deep set. These here I picked up within the last couple of months, and I absolutely love them. They're the Carlisle low profile impact sockets. They are ultra shallow. I mean, compared to a standard there's a standard 3/8 compared to a regular shallow. I mean, it's crazy how low profile these things are, and they really have some clearance, help you get in some places. 1/4" deep, shallow, these are both 12.6 point, these are both Carlisle. 1/4" impact metric SAE, these are both snap-on as well. Sorry, I can't get her to focus, but yeah, I really do like these 1/4" snap-on impact sets though. Here I have various adapters, U-joints, etc. That's pretty much it. Drawer. Bear with me here. I'm not partial to any tool brands, as you can see. However, if I do think or believe, that something is working better than others, that's kind of what I go with and stick with. Here's my wrench drawer. Here on the left, I have a Blue Point set from 3/8 all the way up to 1". And then I have a bunch of different snap-on offset wrenches, line wrenches, just all kind of specialty wrenches. Same with the Carlisles. I have some older SKs up here, assorted gear wrenches. These are all kind of just extras or found maybe. Blue Point metric set 8 through 19 all the way. I love these wrenches, I really do. I know most people aren't a fan of them, but I really like them. It's my set of snap-on crow's feet. I have from 1 1/4 down to 3/8 in standard, and then 3/8 to 1" in the line wrench style. Like I said, we really don't do much with metric. And then here are my 2 super old Craftsman long reach wrenches. Love those things. Okay, next drawer. Got some Carlisle flexible ratcheting wrenches, Carlisle reversible ratcheting wrenches. These are standard. Some small mini wrenches, SK, Cobalt, different brand. Ratcheting line wrenches, gear wrench, just regular line wrenches. And my tools do get used. I actually just every single time I get one out, I wipe it down, I oil all my sockets. I am absolutely OCD about my tools. Here's the snap-on flank drive wrench set. It goes from 10 mil up to 17, I believe. That's a great set. MIT wrench set. Metric Carlisle set, metric Carlisle flex set. These are 12-point spline Stanley drives. I just got those on sale one day. Gear wrench, stubby ratcheting, gear wrench, stubby ratcheting, and then extra 15/16. It's by far my most commonly used wrench here at work. My screwdriver drawer. I have the snap-on extra long screwdrivers, Carlisle, SAE, nut drivers, metric. I just got the extra long Carlisle screwdrivers. I love them. These SK picks, that's a great set too. You could pick those up on Amazon, I believe about $19.99. I love them. This Blue Point screwdriver I've literally had since I was 14, so 9 years now. Before I could afford any snap-on or anything, I was working for a farmer, running a grain cart, and he knew I really liked all their snap-on gear, and he ended up giving me this Blue Point screwdriver on my last day, but I've had this thing since, and it's been through hell. Another snap-on screwdriver set. Same thing, they do get used, but however, every time they get used, I take brake clean, I wipe down my handles, I keep my stuff nice, I keep it clean. These Milwaukee demos, these are just extra. They're duplicates of in my bag over here, so these are both brand new. My Klein stubby multi. I love this little guy, little 6-in-1 screwdriver. And then my little 603 number 2 Klein stubby Phillips. I love that screwdriver too. Great little driver. Feels great in your hand. My Greenlee mini screwdrivers at SK, some Tecton ultra stubby screwdrivers. These things are short. They're handy though. And then a snap-on pick set. It's a good set. I like them. My ratchets and extensions. As you will see, most of my ratchets are indeed snap-on. Kind of have a thing for them. I even have one back here that's from the 40s. Just various, I got locking flex head, comfort grip flex head, non-locking comfort grip exit long, just longer 1/4-inch ones. I have a Craftsman 1/4-inch, 1/2-inch impact extensions, 3/8 impact extensions, the famous 3/8 Wobble Plus extensions. I know everyone says it, but these are literally the best extensions money can buy. Those plus a universal joint, if you can't get to them, you're not going to get to it. 1/4-inch impact extensions. Let's see, I got the FL80, real nice little 3/8 ratchet. I have a 4-foot 1/2-inch breaker bar here in the back. I have a Tecton 30-inch 1/2-inch ratchet. That's kind of my workhorse. Then I have this 24-inch locking 1/2-inch flex head comfort grip. I use that quite a bit too. This ratchet, however, 1/2-inch long handle, it gets used every day. 3/8 long handle snap-on. I love this guy. My black snap-on 3/8, I use it every day. Craftsman flex head, use it every day. Carlisle, I use this thing about every day. And then this SK bent handle flex head is probably my favorite ratchet I own, believe it or not. It really lets you get into some places with that bent handle, a Wobble Plus extension, and that flex head. You can really get into some tight corners. Then I have a shorter Carlisle 3/8. I got a snap-on breaker bar, Blue Point breaker bar, and then some more 1/2-inch ratchets over here. Down here I have some pry bars, some precision screwdrivers, smaller hex drivers, micro torques. That's what I was trying to. Micro screwdrivers, micro hex, a secondary screwdriver set, gasket, pullers, scrapers, ATD nut driver set. I have my metric gear wrenches over here because I never use them. These snap-on crescent wrenches, I think, are the best money can buy. They have the flank drive teeth in them, and these things bite so good you could practically use them as pliers. I love these things. Then I have a couple Blue Point. Got a good old SK Wayne. My grandfather gave me this wrench. I love this thing. Had it for a long time. Got a Blue Point, Blue Point, Blue Point. I got a couple of them in here. Yeah, I love that wrench. And my bottom here is just kind of a hole saw kit, Dremel, Dremel bits and things, wire brushes, more Dremel accessories, another 1/2-inch breaker bar, Cobalt torque wrench. Yeah. Kind of my electronics drawer, guys. I got flashlights, walkie-talkies, micrometer, digital weld scale, lights, chalk, marking utensils, Sharpies, pens, pencils, etc. Snap-on 12-volt test light, Fluke 324. Got a Woods multimeter, my infrared temp gun, utility knife. Your right tools, 3/8 standard hex. This is a really nice set. However, I need to warranty my 5/32. If you can see there, it's twisted. Let's see. You got a Tecton impact driver, the manual style. These are 3/8 drive, 4mm through 12mm. Hex impacts. This is a super nice set. I love these. I got that at Napa as well. And then I have batteries and assorted things. This is a digital angle finder, different things, punches, chisels, snap-on punch chisel set, punch holder, just assorted punches, chisels, different things. I have T-handles, sawzall blades, some backup Allen wrenches, pipe wrench, angle finder, magnets, grinding disc, etc. Gloves, wrenches. This down here is a 35-piece screw extractor, left-handed bit set. But this kit was about $300 or $400, right? If I remember right. And I got a funny story about that. We'll get to in a second. My hammers, got a couple snap-on Blue Point dead blows, and then some whip and ball peens and mini sledge, a brass hammer. Boom. And on to my funny story. This kit and this kit are literally identical. And when I say literally, I mean literally. Only this Hansen is a fraction of the price. Now granted, Snap-on's got a lifetime warranty versus a limited 1 year, but I mean, hey, $150 versus $400, you be the judge. Down here I have parts for my TIG welder. I have tap extractors. Let me see here. I have another extractor set. Oh wow. Try that again. I have a snap-on extractor set here. This set actually I really do like, though. It works very well. I have the turbo socket style extractors, a metric tap and die set, more extractors, screw extractors, tungsten, and more parts for my TIG welder. Then I have a snap-on tap and die set, and then below that I have the metric snap-on tap and die set. And then I have the Greenlee in these two little green cases, the Greenlee power taps, I believe they're called, the drill bit and tap all in one. They're junk in my opinion. And then I have some Irwin extractors here, Hanson, whatever you want to call them. Oh, and a little Dremel 3000 down there under all my TIG cups and whatnot. Oh. On to the right side. This just zip ties, electrical shit, connectors, fittings, stuff. This is my air drawer, if you will. I keep a plug kit, tire pressure gauges, fittings for pneumatic stuff, and my square angle. Under my plier drawer, this is kind of a mess. One thing I gotta work on is getting this somehow organized. I have Sunex hose pliers, I have Knipex, I have Knipex needle nose, 3 pair actually. Knipex Cobras, I got different sizes. I got the smooth jaw Knipex, I got Milwaukee, I got vice grips, I got filter wrenches, I got more hose wrenches. What do you want? I probably got these are all different cutters. This is a sorted Blue Point cutter set. Snap-on side cuts and micro pliers. This is a great set. I love these pliers. You can pull splinters with either set of these pliers. The points are that precision. And I got Knipex, the mini bolt cutters, the side cuts. Some more Knipex mini bolt cutters. All 3 of those cutters, all 4 are absolute great Knipex cutters. I got a snap-on cutter there. Great tools. This is kind of my solder / drill drawer. Got just some drill bits, hose clamps. Those are all magnetic bits there. Milwaukee set. You guys have seen this. All micro stuff. Tamper-proof bit set. Twig little torches. Magnetic bowl. Here's some of my pneumatic tools. Just die grinders, air drills. I don't ever use cut-off tools, etc. And I have a long barrel Blue Point die grinder, a Cornwell cut-off tool, I believe it's a Mac cut-off tool. But I just have different consumables and stuff, an O-ring kit for my die grinders and whatnot. Man, this video is already half an hour. I have a Sawzall here, just different totes carrying tools around the plant. This is all just pretty much filled with consumables, screws, wire nuts, stuff like that. Okay, on to my impacts. I have almost every impact Milwaukee made. I'm a huge Milwaukee fanboy. As you can see, here's all my drill bits and drivers. And I have the 1/2" 2767 brand new, which is the high torque. I haven't got it out yet because I honestly have no reason to. I have this 3/4, then I have the 1/2". This is the 2763, 62. Then I have the 3/8 high torque, 3/8 snap-on. I have the 3/8 stubby. I have a screw gun with a 1/4" adapter. I have the 1/4" stubby. I have the 3/8 ratchet. I have a snap-on MG 725. I'll never use it. Milwaukee right angle drill. Snap-on MG 325. That's a great little gun. I do use it. Got a hacksaw. Rarely ever use it. And then my M12 screw gun and 3/8 drill. I love them. I use both of them daily. 4.5" grinder. Heat shrink. I got assorted stuff in there. These are drill bit sets. The drivers. You guys have seen drivers, drill bits. These are more bits. These are my files. I have all kinds. I got some old Made in USA ones, Cobalt Mini ones. These are thread pitch tools, bolt tools, battery terminal cleaning. I have a tap and die set, just the little electrical stuff, pipe, taps, tap sockets. Great thing to own / have. And drill bits. And that pretty much concludes it, guys. Thank you for bearing with me and kind of hanging out. I just wanted to show you guys what I've been acquiring here lately, and definitely going to be trying to produce more content and have more stuff coming to you.